The world is nothing but noise and violence. Rain is hammering down, turning the ground into a slick, treacherous mess. A spear of lightning cracks the sky open, and for a split second, we see it. A Tyrannosaurus Rex, its hide glistening and muscles coiled tight, throws its head back and lets out a roar that tears right through the chaos. It's a direct challenge to the storm itself. But the answer isn't thunder, it's a chittering hiss that crawls right up your spine. The lightning flashes again, and there's a second shape. This one is low to the ground, and possibly long. A writhing nightmare of legs and armored plates. Now, to be clear, this creature is pure fiction, a monster from a fever dream. But in this storm, it's very, very real. The nightmare centipede has arrived. In an age of titans, the T-Rex was a top-tier predator for a reason. While other giants like Spinosaurus and Giganotosaurus certainly ruled their own domains, the T-Rex was a walking engine of destruction in its ecosystem. Its power was absolute. Every roar was a warning, every footstep a threat. This storm is just background noise for a king. But tonight, something new is crawling out from the shadows. The nightmare centipede moves with a terrifying liquid speed, hundreds of legs carrying its armored body forward. It's all silent agility and alien menace, built not for one big knockout punch, but for a suffocating, relentless assault. Its very existence is a challenge to the natural order, but the king sees it. The T-Rex lowers its massive head, its nostrils flaring. A low, guttural growl rumbles through the mud, a final warning. The centipede just pauses, its antennae twitching, and answers with a dry, rasping hiss. The lines are drawn. Nobody's backing down. The T-Rex kicks things off the only way it knows how. Pure, overwhelming force. It charges a nearly 9-ton battering ram of muscle and bone. Aiming to crush this bizarre creature into the dirt, the ground literally trembles with each step. But the centipede, it's not there. It just flows to the side. Its long body bending with unnatural speed as the dinosaur thunders past. The soggy ground, which is a problem for the T-Rex's massive weight, seems to be the perfect battlefield for the centipede's many legs. Frustrated, the T-Rex whips its head around, its legendary jaws snapping shut with incredible force. But it misses the creature's tail by inches. The centipede uses that momentum, whipping its own body around like a living bullwhip. The armored plates scrape hard against the dinosaur's thick leg. It's not enough to cause a major injury, but it's a shocking, blatant act of defiance. The storm itself seems to be taking part in the fight. A blinding flash of lightning splits the sky, and in the chaos, the centipede surges forward. It scrambles right up the T-Rex's leg, its countless claws digging in and finding a grip on the dinosaur's hide. The T-Rex roars, a mix of fury and actual pain, and shakes its body violently. The centipede just clings on, crawling higher, looking for a weak spot. The king has become a climbing frame, the colossal buck. The T-Rex finally sends the creature flying, hits the mud, rolls, and gets back on its many feet in an instant, totally unfazed and ready to attack again. The fight becomes a brutal slugfest. The T-Rex is a fortress of power, but the centipede is a relentless siege engine. Its constant, agile attacks are starting to add up. The king is bleeding from a dozen small wounds, and its roars are now tinged with exhaustion. The centipede sees its chance. It lunges, not for the legs or the tail, but for the massive neck. It coils its horrifying body around the T-Rex's throat like a living garrote. The dinosaur chokes, its incredible strength suddenly failing. It thrashes, trying to shake the constrictor off, but the centipede's grip is absolute. For the first time in its life, the tyrant king feels the cold touch of its own death. This looks like the end. But deep inside the T-Rex, primal instinct kicks in. It can't shake it off. It can't bite it. With one last desperate roar, the T-Rex stops fighting the grip and just throws its entire body sideways. Using its own colossal weight as a weapon, there's a sickening wet crackle that's so loud it can be heard even over the storm. The centipede's body convulses as tons of dinosaur flesh slam it into the hard earth. Its grip loosens. That's all the T-Rex needs. It scrambles up, ignoring the pain, and drives its head down. Those jaws, delivering what might be the most powerful bite of any land animal in history, clamp down on the centipede's head. The crunch is final, but the nightmare is over. Slowly, painfully, the Tyrannosaurus Rex gets back to its feet, It shakes the mangled remains from its body and lifts its bloodied head to the sky. As if on cue, the storm starts to calm down. The rain softens, and the thunder fades into a distant rumble. The king stands over its fallen enemy and lets out a roar. A challenge this time, but a sound of pure, savage, and undisputed victory. The king stays the king. In a world of monsters, true power always finds a way. What a battle. If you want to see more epic showdowns like this one, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments below, who should the T-Rex face in its next fight?